Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Haley Harmon, in tonight for Nancy Cox. Thanks for joining us at 6. Nearly 2 years after a beloved mother and grandmother was violently attacked in her Lexington home, she has now died from her injuries.
And Hilda Mae Pike's son and close friends say they believe the man who assaulted her is to blame. LEX 18's Lee Searcy has more in the big story at 6.
Hilda Mae Pike's family says she was never the same after that brutal attack here at her Dogwood Drive home. They tell me she died from her injuries yesterday.
Before August 5th, 2016, Hilda Mae Pike could still drive a car and get out and socialize. But her son says the past 23 months have been one struggle after the other. You can see the decline in this picture.
18 times in and out of the hospital. 18 times admitted to the hospital. Unbelievable.
Pike's strong fight to recover ended yesterday, and her son blames this man, David Williams, even if it's nearly 2 years later. He asked us not to show his face for his own safety.
Considering what he's done to my mother, I think it ought to go to murder. I mean, who would do that to just an elderly, frail lady like that? To go in and stab them, choke her to death, and then stab her multiple times, punch her in the lung, breaking ribs.
Williams, a former mailman on the street, is the one police say slipped into Pike's home during a burglary and severely beat her.
2 years of her life, he robbed her of.
Pike's friend of 46 years misses her once spirited neighbor.
I can't believe she's gone. It's just hard to think there's no more Mamie.
Covering the news in Lexington, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
Prosecutors are reviewing that case and Pike's medical records to see if Williams' charges could be upgraded.
A Knox County man pleaded not guilty in court this morning to charges of kidnapping and rape. The suspect, 39-year-old Shannon Lee Morgan, now sits in jail. Conroy DeLuche has the story from Barberville.
Barberville police say that the victim was able to identify the suspect based not only on a photo lineup, but also what he was wearing. According to an arrest citation, a woman called 911 over the weekend, telling officers that she was kidnapped, raped, and robbed by 2 men. Police say one of those men was Shannon Lee Morgan, who lives just a few blocks from the jail cell that he now sits in.
That's good that they caught whoever it was. If not, I'd be a lot more watching, but you don't know anybody could be.
According to that citation, the victim described her attacker, then identified Morgan through a photo lineup. When he was at the police station, she told officers that she remembered the suspect wearing the same shoes that Morgan had on.
That makes you more aware of your surroundings and everything. Pay attention more, for sure, because you wouldn't think something like that would happen, but I guess it can happen anywhere.
Morgan was charged with kidnapping, rape, sodomy, and robbery. He was arraigned this morning and pleaded not guilty to all charges. We asked Morgan for his side of the story, but he declined to comment. Covering the news in Knox County from the LEX 18 Mobile Newsroom, back to you.
Conroy, thank you. Police did not identify the second attacker described by the victim in this case. Morgan is due back in court on July 24th.
The man accused of killing a former Scott County school bus driver has been sentenced for child porn charges here in Lexington. 34-year-old Nick Willinger was sentenced to more than 15 years in federal prison, to be followed by supervised release for life for knowingly accepting child pornography. Willinger is also awaiting trial for murder, robbery, and burglary in the death of Sue Jones. He's accused of breaking into her Scott County home and beating her to death back in 2010. There were no spectators at Champions at Keene Trace Golf Course today, but that doesn't mean there wasn't any action.
That's exactly right. Practice rounds for the PGA Tour's Barbasol Championship began this morning, and excitement is building for the rest of this action-packed week. Angie Bevan is live on the course tonight to kick off our team coverage. Hi, Angie.
Haley and Kevin, good evening from here at Champions at Keene Trace. Of course, we're out here for the Barbasol Championship, and you mentioned it, no spectators out here today, but that didn't mean there weren't things going on. Of course, the players got a chance to get out here and walk the course and get that practice round in. It just wasn't open to the public yet today, but that kind of gave us an opportunity to look at some of the more behind-the-scenes thing and just kind of see how the organizers out here were getting everything ready. Now, I do want to show you something that I came across that to me anyway, was pretty interesting. Take a look at this video. There are a bunch of trailers that are lined up out here. Now, all of these trailers are for the players to take equipment which needs working on, or they can even get new equipment there. All these trailers marked with the top brand names in golf. It's basically a bunch of mobile workshops. If a player needs a new club or repaired club, this is where they go. The crews inside travel the country to be at events to support the PGA Tour players. Now, we got to take a look inside the Callaway Golf trailer. Already, those guys are working hard, making sure players are covered with any equipment needs they have.
You know, they're playing against the best players in the world, and for them to have equipment that's dialed in for them is critical. For them to play at their best, everything has to be perfect for them. So that's what we're here to do.
So we haven't seen too much action going on behind us now. I think the day is kind of winding down for everyone out here. But again, things will pick up tomorrow as fans can come out and watch that practice round. It is sure to be a busy day, a fun day, maybe another hot and steamy day. To hear more about what kind of weather we can expect, let's send it over to Bill Meck.
Oh, thank you, Angie. And yeah, we are out here, and you're talking about you're not seeing much action. Well, where we are, we're actually across the pond from you. That's where all the trailers are coming in right now. And in fact, what was a beautiful view, of course, here at Champions at Keene Trace just got kind of obscured. Not Performance Center trailers just arrived. So it looks like it's sort of a gym sort of thing that they have where they can work out and analyze all kinds of stuff. So Performance Center trailers. Weather for you, and that is showing a Track Live Doppler that right now is looking pretty good for us. We've got one line of thunderstorms that is sitting out in eastern Kentucky. As we zoom in on that, it runs from about Cave Run Lake on through Jackson, continues to almost Hazard at this point. There you see it, just south of Moorhead. West Liberty, you guys are getting real heavy rain right now in Morgan County. That continues on over toward Campton. Elsewhere down toward Manchester, yeah, you're seeing some storms down there as well. They continue back in an arc, kind of breaking up a little bit, now working its way through Barberville back to Corbin. One other shower's popped up over Somerset, and you've got a couple more back around beautiful Berea as well. We are talking a future track here. Scattered showers during the evening, not many. I think we get one more line late this evening, early tomorrow morning. That'll be on the cold front. Then your morning starts okay. But as we get you into the latter part of the day, we will see one more line begin to fire. That's on the actual cold front. And then after it passes, things are going to be looking a lot better for us as we will start to see the humidity go down. The moment, we're seeing temperatures running mid-70s where the rain has been, 80s where it is not, including the 81 right now in Lexington. Most of this week is looking pretty good. Most, but not all. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes. From Champions at Keene Trace, I'm Bill Meck. Are you coming in here, Michael?
I'm supposed to.
Michael Burke, ladies and gentlemen, come up in here.
Bill, very much, but I think we were supposed to go back there.
Okay.
But either way, it works. Since we're here,
Why don't you toss it back to them?
well, no, I mean, since we're here, and you messed up the whole plan, best laid plan. Might as well take it from here. You mentioned that brief downpour we had about 2 o'clock this afternoon. That did interrupt the practice round, but they were able to resume things soon after that. And then tomorrow, of course, the practice round is open to the public, so you'll be able to see some of the players here. As many as 50 golfers and their caddies, however, had to be evacuated from the course at 2 p.m., but they, as mentioned, returned soon after. It's always fun to hear the pros talk about course conditions when they go from stop to stop around the country, and here's what some have told organizers about the track here at Keene Trace.
They love the layout. The one common theme we've heard thus far has been the great shape of the greens. I've heard 2 different players, don't know each other, talked to them at different times that came in and said the greens are pure. So let's watch what happens on those all weekend long.
Yeah, they are pure, but they are slow. They figure to be real slow until things dry out here at Keene Trace. But it is always a good thing when the players come to particularly a new venue and tell everyone that they not only like the track, but they think that the conditions are very fair. So we'll see how things set up as the week progresses and we move into the first round on Thursday. Covering the news live in Jessamine County at Keene Trace, let's send it back to you.
Michael, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Thanks to all of our staff out there at the Barbasol today.
It's going to be a good week.
Yes.
In other news tonight, Lexington police have worked plenty of vehicle break-in cases, and now they have their eyes on one case in particular.
Yes, they do. That's because the thief stole a handgun out of the vehicle on University Avenue. Tiffany Jackson has details in tonight's Crime Stoppers report.
In the early morning hours of June 13th, the Lexington man realized his car had been broken into. The thief stole his wallet, and before the victim even woke up, hundreds of dollars were spent.
Had been to the Kroger on Nicholasville Road, the Meijer on right there on Reynolds Road, and then the CVS over on Harrodsburg, buying prepaid gift cards.
That's not the only thing the thief stole, though. There was also a handgun taken from the vehicle.
A lot of times in these shootings, what we find is that these guys are possessing stolen firearms. And people don't realize how frequently that is. So now in a situation where we have a stolen firearm from this vehicle, police officers have to risk our lives to get these things back.
The good news is police have clear pictures of the person they believe is behind the theft using the stolen credit cards and leaving the stores. Lexington police now want to remind people that sometimes locking your door isn't enough.
But if they look in and they see something like a purse or a wallet or something of value with their flashlight, and that's something that they want, they usually come prepared to break glass if they need to.
When it comes to your valuables, keep them hidden. But when it comes to guns...
Well, never. Under any circumstances, you don't need to leave a gun in a car. It's too mobile, it's too easily stolen, and again, it's going to put too many people's lives at risk.
Covering this Crime Stoppers report in Lexington, Tiffany Jackson, LEX 18 News.
If you have information that leads to an arrest in this case, your tip could get you a cash reward from Bluegrass Crime Stoppers. Call 253-2020 or text your info to crimes. Just put LEX PD in the message along with your anonymous tip.
There's more LEX 18 News after this.